Dear maths aspirants, right now I have the George Boole, and before going to this chapter, we will discuss regarding George Boole and introduction of the chapter mathematical reasoning of chapter 14. And when we discuss, then it will be required for identification of George Boole. Here is the chapter 14, mathematical reasoning. Reasoning is very important in mathematics. There are few things which we know which are not capable of mathematical reasoning, and when these cannot, it is a sign that our knowledge of them is very small and confused, and where a mathematical reasoning can be had, it is as great a folly to make use of another as to grope for a thing in the dark when you have candlestick standing by you, earthen boat. Introduction is here. In this chapter, we shall discuss about some basic ideas of mathematical reasoning. All of us know that human beings evolved from the lower species over many millennia. The main asset that made humans superior to other species was the ability to reason. Reason is very important. How well this ability can be used depends on each person's power of reasoning, how to develop the power, and here we shall discuss the process of reasoning, especially in the context of mathematics. In mathematical language, there are two kinds of reasoning: inductive and deductive. We have already discussed the inductive reasoning in the context of mathematical induction. In this chapter, we shall discuss some fundamentals of deductive reasoning. Here 14.2 statements. The basic unit involved in mathematical reasoning is as mathematical statement. Let us start with two sentences. In 2003, the President of India was a woman. An elephant weighs more than a human being. When we read these sentences, we immediately decide that the first sentence is false and the second is correct. There is no confusion regarding these. In mathematics, such sentences are called statements. On the other hand, consider the sentence, women are more intelligent than men. Some people may think it is true, while others may disagree. Regarding this sentence, we cannot say whether it is always true or false. That means this sentence is ambiguous. Such a sentence is not acceptable as the statement in mathematics. A sentence is called a mathematically acceptable statement if it is either true or false, but not both. Whenever we mention a statement here, it is a mathematically acceptable statement. While studying mathematics, we come across many such sentences. Some examples are 2 plus 2 equals 4. The sum of two positive numbers is positive. All prime numbers are odd numbers. Of these sentences, the first two are true and the third one is false. There is no ambiguity regarding these sentences. Therefore, they are statements. So now these contents have been catered to you in the previous video. So I would like to go to the next segment of this chapter. The next segment of this chapter is the 14.4, special words phrases. Some of the connecting words which are found in compound statements like and or etc are often used in mathematical statements These are called connective these are called the connectives. When you use these compound statements, it is necessary to understand the role of these words. We discuss this below. 14.4.1 the word and. Let us look at a compound statement with and. A point occupies a position and its location can be determined. The sentence can be broken into two component statements as Q, a point occupies a position, R, its location can be determined. Here we observe that both statements are true. Let us look at another statement. P, 42 is divisible by 5, 6, 7. This statement has following component statements. Q, 42 is divisible by 5, 42 is divisible by 6, 42 is divisible by 7. Here we know that the first is false while the other two are true. We have the following rules regarding the connective and. The compound statement with and is true if all its component statements are true. The component statement with and is false if any of its component statements is false. This includes the case that some of its component statements are false or all of its component statements are false. These two rules were very important in that time and now this time and will be very important in upcoming time. So in the inductive and deductive reasoning, the and or and or is very important for understanding the statement or statements. Example 6, write the component statements of the following compound statements. Here statements and check whether the compound statement is true or false. A line is straight and extends indefinitely in both directions. 0 is less than every positive integer and every negative integer. All living things have two legs and two eyes. Solution 1. The component statements are P, a line is straight, Q, a line extend indefinitely, definitely in both directions. Both these statements are true, therefore the compound statement is true. Both these statements. The component statements are 0 is less than every positive integer, Q, 0 is less than every negative integer. The second statement is false. These statements are true, but therefore the compound statement is true. And here the component statements are, the second statement is false. Therefore the compound statement is false. The two components statements are all living things have two legs. All living things have two legs, two eyes. Both these statements are false. Therefore the compound statement is false. Now consider the following statement. You will see here a mixture of alcohol and water can be separated by chemical methods. This sentence cannot be considered as a compound statement with A. Here the word And refers to two things, alcohol and water. Alco. This leads us to an important note. Do you think that a statement with and is always a compound statement? As shown in the above example, therefore the word and is not used as a connective. Do you think that a statement with and is always a compound statement? As shown in the above example, therefore the word and is not used as a connective. So here is the statements of every every type of examples. Examples will provide you the better understanding for the mathematical reasoning perspective. So in next video I will discuss the word or. Thank you for watching the video. We will meet in next discussion with lots more regarding mathematics. Till then, thank you.